Mike here. I'm going to do a little cooking. I've had a lot of requests from friends and family to, put on the old chef hat and get in the kitchen. So I asked Rochelle what she wanted, and she said she wanted salmon cakes. So here we go. I have an interesting way of cutting peppers. I know it looks weird. So I'll cut the tops and the bottom, and then I'll go ahead and take the pith out. I don't like that membrane. It's just really bitter. And I'll show you different angles as well too as we're cooking. But just gives you a nice square piece to work with. Again, cutting the pith out. So we're going to dice up these peppers right here. I think the secret to, for me, cooking is to have all the ingredients the same size so they cook evenly. So when you're dicing up, whether it be peppers, maybe onions, even the salmon, I like to make everything uniform and the same size. So that's what you'll see here in this video. So for the salmon, we tried to look for sales. We try to buy in bulk. Um, in some cases, if we can go to the fishmonger, we will. We'll vac pack, process everything. Sometimes I'll take the skin off. In this case, I had already removed the skin. We vac packed it in portions. So right now, I'm just gonna dice it up evenly. Again, the same size as the peppers, the onions. We even did a jalapeno in there as well too. And then we'll get to the seasoning. I will print this recipe. I'll be honest with you, I'm not much of a recipe person. I guess after being a chef for so many years, I just kind of wing things, but I'll go ahead and discipline myself in this case for y'all, and I'll write up a little recipe. But an egg for binder, just to kind of keep everything tight. Just kind of toss everything together. We're going to be mixing in some seasoning, some breadcrumbs, pecorino romano, one of my favorite cheeses. You got to buy this stuff fresh. Don't buy the fake cheese. It's already, you know, sliced and diced and powdered. It's gross. Just get the real thing. A little seasoning, some black pepper, salt. I'm going to be putting panko breadcrumbs in as well too. Now we're going to put a little bit of mayo in there, aioli. That's another binder as well too. It's going to add some fats as well and flavor. Got to have dill with my salmon cakes. Definitely have dill. Now normally we have fresh dill. We do have it planted in our herb portion of the veggie garden. Right now I'll just use the dill that I dried from last year. It'll rehydrate with everything. And you got to have a little spice. Got to have some chili. Yeah, our spice shelves right near the cooking area are pretty organized. Very convenient. I can just reach up there and grab pretty much everything I want. Now we're just going to form little cakes. Everything's been mixed and incorporated. Now, once we have everything on the sheet pan, I'm going to pop them in the freezer for about 30 to 40 minutes just to kind of firm everything up. Now I'm going to make kind of my version of a remoulade, mayo, homemade canned pickles. I'm going to put some of my homemade fermented hot sauce, season it up, a little bit of lemon. It's a really nice sauce to have with any kind of seafood. And I did sneak into the garden, and I did take a little bit of the dill that we had just planted. I had to cheat a little bit. I didn't want to harvest too much from the plant, but I just had to have some fresh dill. All right, cast iron. I love cooking on cast iron. We've got tons of different types of pots, griddles that we use, and get it hot. And I use olive oil. I mean, I've used lard. I've used all. But we're doing seafood, so let's just keep it healthy and do some extra virgin olive oil. A little extra seasoning, some salt and pepper. Gonna prepare some garlic. Yep, I use my hand. I don't use any of those tools or devices. Sometimes I do. Just roll it in my hand, take the whole garlic, and we're gonna do a method called arrosé. Basically, you're basting the salmon cake or whatever you're gonna baste, whatever protein or even a vegetable. Butter, good Irish butter, lemon thyme from the herb garden. Um, Basically, just aroséing, basting the item in the pan, just to make the surface nice and crispy and flavorful. Here we go. Taste test here for lunch before I make dinner for Miss Michelle later on. It is good. Oh yeah. Again, folks, thanks for watching. Hey, I'm gonna put the recipe here down below. We appreciate y'all on the channel. Many blessings. Take care.